fruit group is probably fairly self-explanatory. So the fruit group is going to have fresh fruits, frozen fruits, dried fruits, as well as 100% fruit juice. Usually the serving size is about half a cup or 4 ounces of a fruit, and most folks want to have 2 or more servings of fruit per day, and a lot of us don't consume that much fruit. So I'm going to talk about a few different options for shelf-stable fruits, as well as some of these frozen and dried options. So if you're going to go with fresh fruit and you're trying to minimize trips to the grocery store, you might want to think about some of these longer lasting fresh fruits. So I've got like Granny Smith apples, Honey Crisp apples, bananas, citrus fruits, pears, things that are going to be able to wait a little bit longer. Now fresh berries like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, those of course are going to not be as shelf stable. They're a little bit more finicky. They're going to go bad faster. So if you purchase those, just know that you need to eat those in the next couple days. Just like you wouldn't buy fish and wait 6 days to cook it for dinner, you want to be eating those berries pretty quick. If you're not going to be able to, then frozen fruit is going to be a great option for you. So here I've got like a triple berry blend. This is a big bag you can get from Kroger. Buying frozen berries is definitely going to be more budget friendly than buying fresh berries, and not least of which is because you'll reduce the amount of food waste by throwing out berries that might have gone moldy or soft when you weren't able to eat them in time. We've also got some mango chunks. So mangoes chunks we like to use for smoothies. Also can make kind of a mango sorbet type dessert, which is nice. I mentioned that a lot of people don't eat enough fruit, so trying to get it in, a serving at breakfast, then maybe one later on as a snack or incorporated in your dessert later in the day can be a nice way to aim for that kind of 2 times a day fruit servings. But again, now with juice, I've got 100% lemon juice. That was the only juice I happened to have when making this video. I always want to be looking for 100% juice, but which means it's not going to have an added sugar in it. But when you think about juice versus whole fruit, would generally recommend choosing that whole fruit. So if I had an apple that has all the dietary fiber, it's just going to be more satisfying than a juice that's had that dietary fiber removed. Here I've got an example of a dried fruit. So this is dried mango. Mango is a good source of calcium. You can see this one is one that does contain an added sweetener. It has sugar in it, but you can find various dried fruits like dried blueberries, raisins. Craisins tend to be sweetened since they're so tart, but you can find a lot of dried options that can be good for baking or making a trail mix or things like that. So these are just a few ways that you could use either fresh, frozen, dried, or fruit juices to help get that fruit intake for the day.